Next up, Ross Perot from 1992. His concession speech was made at the Grand Kempinski Hotel in Dallas. It's about 45 minutes.
Till 9:30. What time is it now, please? We got about 5 minutes. Now then, Ed, these are the people that did it all. And as we said at the rally the other day, the perfect song for them is When the Saints Go Marching In. Let's go. That's for you. Is this the end or is this just the beginning? Okay. As all of you know, you call the shots, you're the boss, right? Okay. Whatever you want is fine, but now just having said that, Ed, you got to play our campaign theme song, Crazy. Okay? There we go. Crazy. Are you more dedicated than ever to putting this country back to work? Anything more important than making the words made in the USA the world standard for excellence? Anything more important than passing on the American dream to your children? Anything more important than having the people in this country be the bosses and own the country? Okay, well, we'll keep on going as long as you want to keep on going. I really don't like this, but there's still time to kill, so Ed, how about way down yonder in New Orleans? That's where the voodoo comes from. Thank you. We got about 1 more minute to kill, and then we can go live. Thank you very much. Well, now, wait just a minute. First thing we want to do, we'll be talking about just a minute. First thing we want to do is all team up together and try to make it work now, right? Absolutely. If you're not too happy, we can make some changes in '94, right? But that's the main thing now. Time is precious. We don't want to waste a minute. Let's try to make it work. And it takes us all working together to make it work. I'll be talking about that in a minute. So we've got work to do starting right away because our country needs all of our help. Okay. Hey. I want to thank all of you who are here tonight and all the people who have come together across the nation. Starting last February, you did something that everybody said couldn't be done. Millions of you came together to take your country back. You gave Washington a laser-like message to listen to the people. You have done an incredible job of getting this country turned back around to the type country our founders established, a country that came from the people, and you have changed this country through your massive efforts. And I compliment you for it, and it was brilliant the way you did it. As I've said on a number of occasions, my role in life is that of the grain of sand to the oyster. It irritates the oyster and out comes a pearl. I have been your grain of sand that you chose. It has been an honor to be your grain of sand in this process. And we will continue to work together to make pearls as necessary in the future. Fair enough? Thanks. The American people have spoken. They have chosen Governor Clinton. Congratulations. Wait a minute. No. Whoop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The only way we're going to make it work if all team up together. So let's give Governor Clinton a big round of applause. He's won. Thank you. Now, let's forget the election. Forget the election, it's behind us. The hard work is in front of us, and we must all work together to rebuild our great country. Thank you. You, the American people, are the greatest people on the face of the earth. And if we will just put our differences aside and team up together, we can rebuild our job base. We can eliminate the deficit. We can eliminate the debt. And most importantly, we can pass on the American dream to our children, right? And on the way, we can reform our government and get rid of some of these problems that are so damaging to all of us. Now, to the millions of volunteers who asked me to serve as your candidate, as long as I live, one of the happiest memories of my life will be the memory of working with you. That memory will never dim. It's the nicest honor I will ever receive in my life. Thank you very much. There are people here tonight and there are people across the country who literally gave it everything they had 7 days a week since last February to take this country back and give it to the people, to pay its debts, to pass the American dream on to our children. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and how much all of us owe you for the tremendous effort you made. So God bless you and thank you very much. No, it's just the beginning, but the next step is we need to take all of our energy and harness it and try. See, time is not our friend. Time is our enemy. These problems our country faces need to be solved immediately. We need to all work together and work with the new administration and give it a world-class best effort to get these problems solved now. Because if we do, you benefit, the country benefits, your children benefits, and everybody wins. We've got to do it. Spend about 10 minutes getting over being frustrated that your candidate didn't win. Then take all of this enormous creativity and talent that you've displayed, and let's make our country work at the national, state, county, city, local, and neighborhood level, and at every single school across the country, right? Absolutely. Now, the fact that we will go anywhere, anytime, and do anything that's good for our country to help the new administration as an organization does not mean that we will compromise our principles or integrity in terms of what this organization stands for. We will never change that one filter that everything has to go through in United We Stand America, and that is it good for our country, right? Is it good for the country? If it gets through that filter, then we'll back it hard and we'll use all the enormous ability that you have to get things done for the benefit of our people and our country. Now, the main thing is don't lose your enthusiasm, don't lose your idealism, don't lose your great love for this country, and please don't feel, gee, I'm powerless again. As long as we're together nationwide, you have enormous voice in this country. So we will stay together, and you will be a force for good for our country and our children. Thank you. Now, you remember, well, like the little children that are here tonight, the college students that have been at all the rallies all across the country. When you look at them, you're looking at tomorrow. And we must give them a brighter tomorrow than any other generation has ever had in our country. And if we keep it that simple and that pure and that clean, then we can make an enormous contribution, and that's what we must do. We will have our organization established. We have a nationwide network, a state-by-state network, a community-by-community network, and we will keep it intact to be a force for constructive good throughout our country. The best is in front of us, believe me. This is no time to get discouraged. This is no time to throw in the towel. This is the time to redouble our efforts and work with the new administration to make sure that our country is a beacon to the rest of the world, to make sure that our cities are alabaster cities that gleam undimmed by human tears, and to make sure that every little child across America is only limited by his or her dreams and their willingness to pay the price and make the effort to make those dreams come true. That's what America's all about. And that's what you're all about. And God bless you. We love you. And I want you to know that our love for you and my love for you is permanent. And I will carry the memory of these past few months with me for the rest of my life. And I am available to you anytime, any place, anywhere, as long as I'm around. God bless you, and thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce one of America's true heroes, Admiral Jim Stockdale and his wonderful family.
Thank you very much. We've got 4 sons, all schoolmasters, all married to wonderful women, all the fathers of our grandchildren, 5 so far, and another one to show up in a few months. And we really appreciate this. I want to say something about this evening. I think it's a historic moment in America. We have watched and supported Ross Perot as he changed forever presidential politics in America. No more will candidates pay homage to political gurus, political pundits, those supposedly learned filters who read or listen to your stuff and then grade you as a candidate on the appropriateness of your being taken seriously by the American people. No more Ross showed you don't have to talk to Sam Donaldson to get on TV. Ross has shown the world that American candidates can now bypass the filters and go directly to the people. And scholars of the presidency, this is scholars of the presidency that I know, and they're eminent academicians, say that this is a good thing, and it's about time. I'm thinking of Tom Cronin of Colorado College, where 3 of these 4 boys took their undergraduate degrees, and he is a world-class presidential scholar. Senator John McCain, my fellow prisoner in Vietnam, said in the morning paper that campaigns like the 2 that elected Ronald Reagan are forever pageants of the past. You know, I think Ross saw that, and thus the demise of Ed Rollins. Out of date. Out of date. What underpins this change, besides Ross Perot's spirit and spunk, is also a matter of discussion by political scientists, and many think it is yet another sign that the 2 major political parties are decaying. Professor Ted Lowy, professor of American institutions at Cornell and president of the American Political Science Organization, thinks the Republican and Democratic parties have been brain dead for 20 years. And that they could not exist without subsidies for government subsidies for campaigns and conventions, and could not exist without the prejudice of the states against those who petition to get on the ballots, and we know a lot about that. Lowy says, and I haven't checked this with Ross, I'm interested in talking to Lowy, we haven't discussed it here, that we're overdue to be a 3-party country. Well, anyway, let's think of this as a historic night where history was changed. And keep your eye on United We Stand. And I can't tell you how proud I was to be named by Ross. Of all the people he could have chosen, and I'm humbled, and I learned so much, and I love him so much that I hope you understand.
This is something I think, I don't want any bitterness in our crowd. I don't want any negativism. I want you to join me now in thanking President George Bush for years and years and years of service to our country. He was a Navy pilot as a young man, and I can't think of a more appropriate way for you to thank him than to join me in an old Navy custom. I propose 3 cheers to George Bush in his years of service to our country. Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray! Hip, hip! Hooray! Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now then, those 3 cheers go to all the people who worked up there and served with him to do a job for us. We thank you all for everything you've done. Now to Governor Clinton, you're to be our next president. The people have given you a strong mandate. Our organization pledges to help and support any programs that are good for this country. Fair enough? And in closing now, in the new administration to start doing such a brilliant job for the American people that we're all out in the street cheering them by February, don't you? Absolutely. Now then, we always got the safety valve, right? We got the safety valve. You can bring that old stray dog out from the dog pound again. But now, just a minute now. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? We had our program. Now the people have chosen another leader. We need our program implemented. There is don't you remember when they stood there in the debates and said, I agree with Ross? You said, I agree with Ross. Okay. Is there anybody here tonight that's discouraged or down in the dumps? No! Hello! There you go. Anybody going to go home tonight and suck his thumb? No! We're going to get up tomorrow and say, okay, suckers, let's just go build it since we all agree, right? Okay. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter who does it. It doesn't matter how it gets done. It does matter that it gets done, and it matters that it gets done right. We can make enormous progress in this country, and we don't have 4 years to waste, right? Right! So let's just pick up a shovel in the morning and start cleaning out the barn. Okay. Okay, great. God bless you all. You're the greatest. Here's a girl that can sing. Give it to him. Wait just a second. Okay. You know, the beauty of television is we're talking to the governor of the new president of the United States. Governor, I tell you this, if by 1996, every place I go, the only thing I can find is American-made cars to put that on the bumper, well, they've cleaned out the barn, right? Okay. Now then, I need Orson. Orson, now then, there's one more song I want to sing, and I want them to be able to hear it in Little Rock without all of this electronic capability that we have here today. And it's one they'll love in Little Rock, too. I need to tell you a story. When the prisoners of war were together, they wouldn't let them sing. And they suffered terribly any time they sang. And on one occasion, they sang the Star-Spangled Banner and paid a terrible price. Tonight, I can't think of anything more appropriate than two men who are legendary heroes who have given everything they have to this campaign to come together and lead you in singing America the Beautiful. And just think, these men went through 7 years of pure hell for you. And when you think of the Cold War being over, look at these folks. They are the people who, for 45 years, people like them stood at the gate and kept the nuclear war from occurring. They are the heroes of the Cold War. And let's have America the Beautiful. Orson, you and the Admiral come up here and lead them. Come on up. Wait a minute. I got another legendary character here, Fred Flom. Let's hear it for Fred. I didn't know he was right there in hell with them. But they're back here in heaven now. They're in our country, right? Okay. These men were tortured for singing the Star-Spangled Banner. They knew they were going to be tortured, but they sang it anyhow. So as a last gift to these three legendary heroes, will you sing the Star-Spangled Banner to them? And we'll all sing it together. Can you see? Well, the Saints are going to start marching in first thing in the morning, Ed, so let's go with it. Not Ross Perot, just the Saints. Can you give us when the Saints go marching in? Woo! That's it. I loved you when we started. My love grew every day. It continues to grow tonight. And every day it'll get stronger and stronger. And now we'll leave the stage to our theme song, Crazy in Love with You. Okay, Ed. Sing it. I'm crazy. God bless you. Thank you so much. Keep in mind, we are united, we stand America, we believe in united teams, and we're going to give the new team every chance in the world. And the new team leader, as we walk off the stage, let's dedicate this one to the new President of the United States. Let's finish with what we started with, Hold That Tiger, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you.